Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna try and get some more of this tree done. This beautiful blue tree. So without wasting any time, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna put on 3 small bicones for a leaf that I'm not sure exactly if it's gonna go to the left of this branch yet or the right. So I'm just going to make it. So far I like the way the tree looks. It's a little bit uncentered, but that's okay. It'll still have a nice gracefulness to it. I see lots of new people. Welcome to my channel. For anyone who's not made a tree of life before, I do have playlists in bracelets 4 and 5-inch hoops that are targeted for beginners. This one here, it's not that difficult. I would suggest to look at something for beginners first. Just my advice. And there you'll learn what I do as far as cutting my wires and why. There are reasons I do things the way that I do. And I don't edit. So just thought I'd throw that in too. So if I make a mistake, I'll show you how to fix it. Because you will most likely make a mistake at some point as well. It's unfortunate, but it's a fact. Most videos that you will watch, it doesn't matter if it's making trees, if it's making candles, people make mistakes and they edit them out. I don't. You won't find that here. I keep it real. And if that's not what you're looking for, then you don't belong here. I would like to think that everyone does. This is a place for everybody, always. My goal is to show you how to make something beautiful and keep it as easy as possible, because you can do it, and I'll show you how. So I like to use these little leaves everywhere, but in the beginner series I only put them on the left and right on the first branch, and you don't have to do them with crystals. I showed you that you can use seed beads, and I also am learning, so I don't know how to actually list stuff that I use, but I do put it in a playlist that you might find beneficial. I did want to mention, guys, I did get that Sheen delivery yesterday, and I wanted to do that like right now, but I'm off to a late start again. And I've got appointments all day again. I've got doctor appointments, several. And then I have to go to the vet at 7:30 with Finn, my ginger. And that's not for anything serious, it's just a follow-up type of a thing. So I did get beads, and had I gotten these before I started this project, I definitely would have used them. I have a color similar to this. It's just such a pretty blue, but that's too big for this particular project. Oh, I don't like that bead, it spins. Let's see if we can't tighten this up a little bit. Sometimes if you tighten it, there we go, it'll fix it. I tightened it from the bottom closest to the bead, and then I think I'll just slide down the crystal as well. I'm going to put in another twist, but I don't want the twist to come up here. I want the twist to go closer to the beads, so that's where I'm going to turn it as close to the beads as I can, just like that. And now it's much better. So the mix that I'm using, just to save your questions for everyone that's new, the crystals are 4mm, 6, and some are 8. And I do have a playlist where I list most of the things that I've used, and everything is there. These beads are not new. I've had them forever. They're all the leftovers from all my projects over the past 11 years. I do buy new crystals. I do not buy new beads. I have bought a few things, amethyst and some rose quartz, because I like using them. And I got them as well on Shein. And crystals I bought on Shein. Other than that, everything is listed in a playlist. So that would save us both some, if you're looking to buy things that I use, that's where you're going to find them. So I cut my wire. Now I'm going to just push these 2 little pieces down where I cut it, like that, and I'm going to turn them so that they're wrapped around the neck of that branch beneath the hoop above your bead. I do that for a reason. I don't wrap around my hoop. I used to, but because I like to tighten stuff up and I don't want it to unravel, I do it like that. It's going nowhere. So to tighten, put it in my hand like this, hold it with my thumb, get in there with these needle nose pliers, and give it a twist and a tug down, and it just lines everything up nice, and it gives it a 3D look. So that's pretty much it. And we go to the next one. We shape differently. I do bead differently on certain projects. Just depends what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling like this little leaf might need to go here. So I just turned it over because it was too close to its buddy on the next branch. And you can only do that once, because if you do it again, you will not have a little leaf. You'll have a broken. That's okay. Don't do it again. I do it all the time. And also, after you make a leaf, put a few twists in, because those are what you give your branches character to. And you make little squiggly branches, and it really makes a difference on the outcome of your project. And I talk too much. So, with that, let's bead. I like to use 2 wires, and I like to load them up with whatever is not a bad bead, or a big misshaped, or a bead without holes. It's all there. Potluck beads. By that I mean just looking in here. Oops, there's one of my hairs. I'm going bald. This one here. Oops. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that has a little hole. It is not perfect, and we don't use that. That's what I mean, the picked over ones. When I did a project with lapis, instead of just taking it out, I just left it. A lot of them are perfect beads that I just never used again, and throw them in little baggies. So I've got lots and lots of mixed colors. These I picked for this particular project. I do it all the time. Okay, now I cut these wires originally at 27 inches long. Then I trimmed them to 25, and then I ended up redoing it. So these are 25 inches long. All the information you need. This is part 3. You'll have to look at part 1 and 2. I listed everything, and I'm not going to go back and list them all again, not right here. We're almost done with this tree, so I'm making it into shorter videos because it does work better for me, and I think it also works better for you. So here you can reference whenever you want. I do like the dark blue lapis. And I try to find something that's a little different in contrast color. I don't go crazy with it. Mostly it's whatever I can see, and also whatever falls on my wire. Just hold on to your beads. Just pull them down and see if they're a good match. This little one here is not fitting the way I like, but that does. So hold on to your beads and cross them over really tight, close to the bead, and then put a couple of twists in there, like that. And then I always bring my wire up to my hoop just to see what I want to do next. I think I want to put a leaf right here, and then I'll top it off with a few beads. If you want your leaf with the biggest stem, just slide it further onto your wire. I chose not to. Always twist with the longest wire. Mine are overcut. I always overcut. Alright, I usually overcut. One project that I'm working on, or actually just completed a lot on, is not a tutorial project, but it's a thrift shop find that I'm putting a tree on, and I buddied up everywhere, and now I'm taking it apart because I overdid. So I tend to do that. Keep it simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. The easier the better. And seed beads, I did put them in a playlist. You can do everything that I'm doing with seed beads. I did videos on them, and I showed you how. So for anyone that has not made a tree, check it out. It'll show you exactly what to do. Now, for new people, if you haven't seen the video, this is what I do. Take my wire, bring it to my hoop, cross it over like that, then push it up, grab onto it. Always, always support your work. If you don't, it's going to do this, and then it's going to break down there. Trust me. I won't steer you wrong. And then I just tuck it down, still supporting my work. Give it a tug and bring it back up. This wire is going nowhere when I do what I'm going to do next, my favorite part. Just tuck those little wires down like that. The reason I used the tweezers, frankly, when I first started, I didn't have pliers, and I like them. I can get into tight places. I have two pair that I use all the time, pointy and flat. CVS or dollar store. I've had these for about 10 years now. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to make it not do this. Like that. It'll be like this. A little bit more taunt. But we're not done yet. We're going to make it more taunt than that. The way to do it, keep an eye on these two branches because they're connected to here. And this is where I'm going to tighten up. And I'm going to show you how to do it to get the most effectiveness. Put your work in your hand. Hold on to it with your thumb like this. You're going to come into a straight branch, little thing, little twisted out thing. Twist it and pull it down. And then go to the next one like this. This one right here, straight line. Make it back so I can see. Twist it, pull it down. All of them. This big one we've already done, but we're going to go lower than that. And then just give it a nice little tap, press it down. You can put it down like this and just move them around. So far, I think it's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go to the next branch. I don't like this. I think I over twisted this one here. So we're going to actually make this. I think I'm actually going to do that now, so I know exactly how many beads I'm going to put on. Not how many, but how long I want my beads to be. So this one here, it's a branch. We're going to just make it and it's in the back, so we're going to give it some dimension. And we'll probably do it again later. So I'm just going to take my needle nose plier right there firmly. I'm going to twist it and watch my thumb where it comes down. You see how that came down? Now you can see that that branch definitely comes out from behind right here, and it will change. Let's pull it out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And it did shorten. I'm gonna do it again. Actually, I could do it later, but I'm gonna do one little one right there. Oops, get all the wires in there, just like that. And now I'll bead. Some of these I did twist a little too much, like these last two right here. I did just gently just untwist, but they're not too tight, so you can do it once and it will be forgiving. If you do it again, you won't have a wire, so don't do it again. I will put a leaf here, because now we're going on to a whole new section. This is the second, let's try that again, girl, section of the top of our tree. Because we have 4 branches, these two, which we will move around before we lace. What does lace mean? I never heard anybody say that before. I did a video on it. It's in a playlist. It's the most important part of finishing your project. Check it out and consider doing it with everything that you make, whether it's an ornament, a little bracelet for someone's birthday, a bookmark or a pendant, a gift tag. Lace your branch. I use 24 gauge wire. It's my preference. It's more flexible than this, but if you're new and you bought one spool of this, you can do it with the 24 gauge. Now I'm just going to bend this one a little bit, and I'm going to turn this little leaf in. Do I normally do this? I wait, but right now I just wanted to get that where I want it. That's where I want it. Your tree will tell you what it wants to do. You just have to make it work. I don't fight my tree. Not too much. Here we go. Now we can bead. I like to alternate. I started down here with a bead. So my next branch, right here, is my bead. I'll do a crystal. Doesn't have to be big. If you're using seed beads, they can all be the same color or not. I do have in the playlist the seed beads that I use, 6/0, the only size that I use in crystals for the little leaves that I add, or an entire project. They come in individual colors, or you can get a huge bag. I'm talking a big bag of mixed, and that will carry you for a while. Trust me. If you read the reviews and they say that they're all not the same size, it's true, they're not. But it's perfect for this. Some of them are stuck together, not many, but for those few, I'm never buying them again. That's it. Use seed beads, get those, enjoy them for your trees of life. They will do you good. And I still love these crystals. I haven't been able to find them. These were gifted to me from Rare Creative Art. She is my dearest teacher, dearest friend. They're flat. They're beautiful, and I can't find them. She probably got them at Hobby Lobby or a local craft shop. I haven't been able to find them, but they're definitely my favorite. So if anybody ever sees them, they are just like a round, just crushed, just flattened and they're beautiful. Check out her channel, by the way. She does beautiful trees, but she does everything else. Everything. Any craft that you can think of, from A to Z, she knows how to do it. She'll teach you a lot. That's, you know, and she's the one that gave me confidence to share and to make a channel. So, I know some of you already follow her. If you have not, hit her up. Just follow her. Check her out. I own a piece of her work. And I had to open up my cabinet. How does dust get behind a closed cabinet? Does anyone know? I have 2 display cases. They're very tall. From the floor, they're about, let's say 6 feet maybe. And they're black, and the inside shelves are black. And of course I dusted them before I put my favorite things in there. And today I took them all out, my favorite things, because the shelves were dusty. How is this possible? There are no openings. Like, where does dust come from? The heat isn't on. But no, that is too many. How unfortunate. I like those 2. So I'm going to throw in a few little twists right here. I'm going to bring this to my hoop. Cross it over like that. Hold on to your work. Just put your finger there. Grab another finger from behind. Bring up those 2 wires. Give them a tug. Don't be afraid to pull. And then pass it. Sometimes you have to really push. That bead was a little high. Make it go above that bead beneath your hoop. And pull it tightly. Bring it up. And my hands are arthritic, and I can still pull, not as tight as I would like, but tight enough. And get the job done. And then cut those wires. If you're new and you don't have a wire cutter, use some nail clippers. That's how I started until I graduated to a wire cutter. You can do it. Don't invest a lot. Get yourself a hoop, some wire, some seed beads, nail clipper and tweezers you might already have, and try your first project. I think you'll like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to put a leaf right here, but not on the first branch. But because I beat up 2 branches, I'm going to put the leaf on first. Otherwise, I won't put it there. You don't have to put leaves. You can just put them in clusters and twist, or just string them on. No clusters, no twists. Just load up your wire, bring it to the top. This is just a different look. I like different. Okay, 3. I slid them down, and now I make a little leaf. Just push it down a little bit. You have to get in there no matter where you have to get in to hold your hoop. Sometimes I move these just to support your work. I have to put a few little twists in. I'm holding my leaf, if you notice, because I don't want it to move around and get all where I don't want it. So now, this is telling me to put a leaf there, and I really don't want to, but I don't have a spot unless I put one up there. So I'm just going to put some beads. Or I could have put 1 bead and make it a little leaf of 1 bead or 1 crystal. Oh, that's a pretty color, but I don't think it has a hole. Oh, it does. Ooh. And I bought these little round 4mm crackle beads a long time ago. They came in a multiple color container, and I used them a lot. and I've had them for years. I still like it. I threw everything together, guys. Found little bags of stuff that I thought I did throw stuff away, honestly. I taped the container closed, threw all the baggies in it, opened them up and said, I'm never going to use this, and I dumped them, and I wish I didn't do that. Never throw anything away. Unless it is a big, ugly bead that you know you're never going to use, or something broken. But without a hole. Throw that away. Nothing else. Oh, there's another one that I like. Oops. I will save that. I'll drop everything for that flat little bead. I love it. Grasp onto them, push them down with my thumb, support it with my index finger like that, hold on to them, cross your wire over. When I say cross it over, it's not a twist. Even though you're doing this, notice, all I did was cross it over. Grab onto it. I like to use my thumb for tension, and then put a few twists in there. Usually 2 or 3 will do it. Bring it up to your hoop, check and see if it fits, and it does. Wrap it around your hoop, hold on to it with that finger right there, pass up your wire, cross it over, drop it back down, across, and up and over. Now guys, this wire is 25 inches long. Yes, I did overcut it. I actually had it at 27 and redid it because I cut them and they were too short, but I will use it for something else, probably a hoop that I just string them on. When you make these little twists and clusters, you need more wire. If you use seed beads for your whole project, you need less wire. Big beads, more wire. Little beads, less wire. Little clusters, more wire. Jot down what you're using. If you take a note of what I do, write it down. And then take note if you think that you could have gotten better luck had you maybe used shorter wire. It depends on how tightly you twist. The size of your beads, do not count on mine for accuracy, because even I have cut my wires 16 inches long for a 4-inch hoop and then come up short. I put too many leaves, I used too many big beads, I twisted too tightly. It matters. It really, really does matter. I'm putting a little leaf here because the next one I'll put is on the second branch on the left as well. Now, after you make a leaf, you have a long wire and a short wire. If your wires are only this long, if you don't overcut, you make sure you twist with this longest wire, or you're not going to make it to the hoop, and then you have to buddy up and fix it. And I have had to do that on many projects, some the entire project. So if I make a mistake, I show you how to fix it, and I do. And if you get stuck, leave me a comment, leave me an email. I will get back to you. I try my best to get back. See, I had to fight for this little guy. I get back to everybody, and if I don't get back to you, please don't have hurt feelings. I do have a lot going on, and I try really hard to get back to everyone. I get so many beautiful just good mornings, have a wonderful day. For all you new people, you will find that I have wonderful subscribers. And if you get stuck and you have a question, and if I haven't answered you and someone sees it, I've seen them answer a question for me. Oh, where'd she get that? And just answer it. So yes, it's quite incredible. So that's how I roll, and my people, my viewers, God bless them. Okay, let's put this on. I'm just going to put a leaf right there, but you know what? Alright. I'm convinced. You can change your mind. If you put a bead on and you say, oh no, I don't like that, take it off before you twist. Because I've done that, and then I go back and I untwist and take it off. And it's not ideal. Sometimes you break a wire. I've had to replace an entire section from the root up by adding them on and twisting them around the roof to make another branch. It can be done. If you make a real big mistake, if that happens to you, leave me a message. I will take one of my pieces and create a new section to show you how. I do have that actually in a video because that did happen to me. It's fixing the missing piece, I think. I don't know. I don't think that's in a playlist. I'm not sure. I'm still learning, guys. I am not a professional mistake coverer. I don't edit. Oh, look, there's another one of those. We will save you for now, right there. We're not saving. I'm surprised I still have that many left. I hope I find more. Isn't that just the prettiest bead? It is just beautiful from all sections. Like it's not faceted as much. It is faceted, but kind of flat. It just fits. If I need something wide, it fits. And it always looks beautiful. And I've kept my eyes open for those. And I've not found them. Put it up to you like this. Cross it over and hold on to it. Like that. Bring this wire up. Cross it over. Bring it back. Bring it up. You still have to hold on to your work. That's a rule. You have to. I like to cut everything now because honestly, for a long time I was not, and then you go back and it's chaos. And then you get stuck and poked and bleed. I don't like it. So I just do it now. It makes it all finished and beautiful at the same time. We're almost done. So I'm going to put another little leaf right here. And then we'll bead up this branch. Just slid 3 little bicones on there and hold them into a triangle like that, and then twist. If this is too fast for you, I strongly suggest you go to the playlist and find a beginner where I go really slow. The next tree that I make will be done. I will explain every single thing that I do. I try to alternate. I don't want to lose interest. I don't want you to lose interest for the ones that have been here. Thank you for sticking around. Ooh, that's a big one. And for you new people, I want you to become more interested. And if this isn't your craft and you're not interested, find something that you are interested in, because this right here it brings me peace of mind and a lot of joy. And having you here even makes it all that much more worth my while. You know, I've said this story a million times, and I'll just say it quick. I have been doing this for almost 11 years. Never had confidence. Made a lot of ugly stuff. If I can find old photos, I will, and I'll post them. But my style has changed, and like I said, I was encouraged by just submitting some photos to Rad Creative Art, and she said, yes, you definitely have a talent. You can help someone do it, and I did. But anyway, I started really getting serious during the pandemic because I was very lonely, and everybody around me were essential, including my husband. So that's when I got really into doing what I'm doing. And having such wonderful followers, they're like friends. You'll meet them. For you new people, you'll see. They're here all the time. And then I get new people, and they're here all the time. And they always offer that, hi, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, it's important to have people in your life, guys. So find something that you love. Find a tutorial person that you can follow. Find a craft. Oh, I found that. I found another one. This one is a little bit darker. Find a crystal that you love. Look at that. Beautiful. Yes, I get excited for simple things. Like a crystal. That just fixed that spot right here at the top. That leaf filled in that space. I ended this section with a leaf. I'm a happy girl. Alright, I'm a happy old lady. It's okay. I have a lot of candles on my cake, guys, and I earned every last one of them. Okay, give this a pull. I'm going to cut that off nice and close. I'm going to push that down. Those two little wires right there. Oops, sorry. I still work and struggle with my workspace. But I think this is going to stay this way. I just can't sit down and work yet. This is like a heavy-duty breakfast tray that stands up to... What I did was take napkins. I ordered them on Amazon. Glued them down. Now I have this one here. When it gets soiled, I'll take it off. Put on a new one, but it doesn't clink around like my other videos. Jeez, it was horrible. Notice, holding on to my work. I'm just tightening up these branches. You can actually see them when I tighten. I twist and pull down. I'm going to do it here, and then I'm going to do that little leaf, if I can get my hand in there. I'm going to do this one here, this straight one, but I have to hold that leaf. If you can see this branch move, that would be nice. I'm just going to twist a little bit, but now I'm going to pull it down. Did you see that? That whole thing just moved. If you have two that are too close, separate them just a little bit, like that. And I'm going to do that one. I'll come back later and see if I need to do more. I'm looking at this one here, and this looks like it needs a little bend. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're on our last section, which means we have got 2 branches left. I did, you see the little curly cues? I think I over twisted them. That's why this one is a lot shorter on that side than this side, but that's fine. It's not going to matter. And if it really did matter to you and you didn't love it, you could actually swap it out with these two. Push this down, bring it up, these two, so they'd be longer. I don't care that much. I actually think it's quite beautiful just the way it is. So, with that, let's get these last 2 done quickly so we can see the final project. I will put a leaf there, it's a new section, and I'll leave a little longer right here, so I'll bring those beads up and hold on to them, bring the other wire near to the twist. The reason for that is I have a big space there. Why not, right? I don't want a big space, so I'll just put a nice leaf. Don't twist it too much or you won't have a leaf. And that's what I'm talking about right here. It'll be right there. Yeah, filled up that space. Now, have to make a few little twists. So just hold on to that stem or the leaf, whatever you can grasp easy, and put in a few nice little twists. Probably gonna put in 2 more, like that. And bead. This is what they mean when they say they're not the same size. The seed beads, guys. If you can see that. If you do jewelry, this is not the bead for you. The ones I have in a playlist. This one is a lot longer. That one's shorter. This one has a little slanty, looks like a candle after it has been lit. Works fine for me. I like it. See? It's fine for this kind of a project. There is no problem. They're listed in the playlist. Never buying them again. You see the size of that seed bead? That's not a 6/0. It's a size something whatever. Buy them. They're crazy worth it. You get a ton. They're cheap. They're nice. I only use the mirrored ones. I find the milky color not as pretty, but it is just like a matter of total personal preference. I use a lot of crystals. Wait till you see what I have in the bag over here. It came yesterday. I was like, ooh. Sheen. Some of you have suggested Temu. You know, I try. I got the app and everything, but every time I want to just look, I just want to search, I get the Wheel of Fortune and it doesn't go away. No, I don't want all the free stuff. I just want to look. Can I browse without the Wheel of Fortune? I cannot. So I can't buy from there. So everything that I mostly use is all old from Amazon. And when I buy something new, I show it to you and tell you where I got it. And that will be from Shein only. There'll be no Temu for me. Don't like that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we only have one branch left, guys. Look at that. We're getting there. How long? 42 minutes. Oh, look, and there's another one of those beads that I love, but I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to save it because it'll be right next to one I already used right there. So, instead, I'll put something else. Oh, that's if I put it at the top. What am I thinking? I can put that right there. This is the bottom. There we go. No, that's the top. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna twist that wire. Now it's on the other side. It's not right next to it. Yeah, I did just do that. It's okay. I love these dark blue bicones. I got them on a strand at Michael's. They had this is a 6 and they had 4mm and some ugly beads. I bought them only for those. Can't find them anyplace else, and they do not fit right there. Jeez. Okay, I'll take it off and put it right there for the next one. Yeah, that'll work. Just slide them down like that. Twist your wire. Bring it to the top of your hoop. Bring it up. Pass it over. Down. This is where I get excited, guys. It's only going to take another minute before we're done. I'm not going to lace this tree right now. I may come back and do part 4. I probably will. But I've got so much to do today. I've got laundry. I heard the little song telling me it was done. So I'm just supporting my work. I'm getting in here and just twisting everything that I can to pull everything down nice. Notice it does pull everything down. I'm going to do this little leaf as well, but I have to hold on to it or I'll break it. Just give it a little twirl and slide that over. Last branch, and then we shape up our tree and we'll call this done. No leaf, we're just going to bead. What do I want to put there? I'm going to put something dark and blue. We'll put you. Even though they're all just mixed together, I do pick out the special, if I can. When I do with all the mixed color beads, I just grab whatever falls on my wire because it's potluck. There are 100 different colors, shapes, and sizes, so you'll see. Look at a couple of my videos. You'll see what I mean by the mixed beads that are just not new. Please don't ask me where I got them. They came from Amazon a long time ago. I even put down the ones that I like. Small business, and also Joe Foreman. They come 5 to 8 millimeter in a strand, so they say. You get a lot of small ones. I almost didn't put a leaf there. Get lazy. Don't get lazy. I'm not telling you don't get lazy, I'm telling me don't get lazy. Because I already got that one, and that's the one I sweat. Because I always forget to put it there. Not today. I did that yesterday. Okay, little twist of this leaf. Perfect. Now, we're finishing up this last branch. Hang on to that little leaf. Throw in a few twists. Okay, now we're gonna bead this up. I'm gonna use this one. That's my favorite. Oh, it needs to be near something dark. Showcase how beautiful it is. Can you tell my passion, guys? I get excited over beads and crystals and trees of life. Okay. And what do I need here? Do I need a leaf? I do. My beads are getting cloudy in my hand. It is very hot. I have the overhead fan on low, but if I put the AC on, it just ruins the audio big time. So I'll sweat. I'll sweat for you. Now, if you don't support your work, see this right here? I don't know if you can see this. You can. It'll break right there. Don't let that happen. Just hold on to your work. You don't have to hold down there. Just hold up here so that it won't affect down there. You have to put a few twists after the leaf, so hold the leaf too. Just like devour it in your hand. Like that. Yes, I did just say devour it in your hand. Where did that come from? I don't know. Alright guys. Slide them down so they are nice and close together. And hang on to them. Give it a few little twists. Bring it to your hoop. Bring it up. Cross it over. This is where I have that long wire. Okay, there we go. Hard to hold on to it at this angle. And bring it up like that. When I go out of focus, it's because I'm standing and I'm leaning to get in view so that you can see. But it doesn't always work. There. Okay, we're not doing it. So I'm gonna just grab onto my work right here, and on these little straight lines, just grab it and pull it down. Give it a little twist. Grab it, pull it down. Anything else you see, this one here is too close. Separate it a little bit like that. Grab this one, pull it down, that'll help it. Now what you want to do is do a little bit of hocus pocus, make this mess go away. Yes, you can't see it for now. I just don't want it in my face. Okay, so now what we're going to do is reflect on this beautiful tree of life. So we will lace it so that the branches do not do this. Let me see how much time. Oh, it's already been 50 minutes. We're not going to lace right now. I will lace and add it, but here we have it. I did say that it wasn't in the center of the hoop. You do have the option to slide this around. I will do that once I lace, and yeah, I will come back. So this branch on this side is longer than that one, but does it matter? Do you not see something beautiful here? I do. I think it came out really pretty, and with that, I hope that you have the best day, the best. And I will come back and lace and embellish this beautiful tree. Thank you for being here, guys, and spending some time with me. You don't know how much I appreciate you. Bye now.